Someone please call 911 or 119 or 191, whoever gonna pick up, because Lex versus Summer was a murder scene. Summer needed help. Security was nowhere to be found. They must be sick of Summer or hate her guts, because they ain't never let a fight go on this long that was that brutal and did not break it up. And then let her go for a round two. I know they seen Lex long legs galloping towards Summer for round two and they didn't stop her or nothing. I thought I was watching Now That's TV with how raw this was. I said, oh, it's still going. But no, for real, in all seriousness, what happened? Because Lex is not playing with her and I'm confused. And I'm irritated because we probably not going to see this episode till Valentine's Day, episode 72. Like, I'm so irritated. And to be honest, nobody knows the real reason why they fell out or what's going to happen on the show. So we should just wait until it come out before we just start throwing stuff out there and just throwing assumptions. Cool. Yes. No, y'all still going to do it anyway. So I tried. But after seeing that opening scene, it was hard to even see Summer and Lex interacting in this scene right here. I said, baby, I wish you was Raven Baxter so you could see your future because it looks crazy. But this scene had me in tears because of Suki. She's so dumb, bro. She was like, the lie detector determined that was a lie. You guys are lying. So basically the convo came up because Dolly was like, you know, Krishan and Tasiki are cast this summer. What you about to do? And one thing about Summer that I respect is that she's not scary. She like, we're going to address the elephant in the room. So apparently a video was played around Tasiki of Summer saying that she cursed around kids or she was cursing. And so she made a face and the fans clocked it. And so Summer didn't like that. And so she said, you can't talk about how I act around kids because apparently, according to your siblings, you be touching on them. So that's how it started. And Suki told her you wrong. And she was like, you know, if Tasiki want that fade, what you gonna do? How you think you gonna do in that? And Summer said, however it goes. And so, you know. And then Lex asked Dolly how her and Tasiki are. And Dolly said, you know, we good. Like, we squashed our beef. We talked about it. It's nothing going on. And then Summer was like, yeah, you beat her up at the reunion. And Suki was like, who? You did not beat her up at the reunion. But Dolly said she was still in the pain and she still got all 32 of her teeth, so she don't care. But Suki was trying to tell them that they need to stick together and baby, sticks and stones broke their bones. They're no longer good. I don't know about y'all, but I was so happy to see the OG bad girls on my screen. Everybody look good, for real. And I don't think y'all new Baddies fans really understand and low-key respect what's going on, but y'all got to, because without these girls here, there would be no Baddies, for real. Like, they held it down for real. I don't think y'all realize Tanisha was on Bad Girls Club 2007, Natalie 2009, Judy, Kat, Camilla was around 2010 to 2012, Jayla was 2015, like that's still 10 years ago. But it was good to see them. Now, let's talk about the scene. Natalie was already there and the girls were walking in. And Natalie was like, everybody sit down, no hugs. Like, I don't know what y'all on. Let's just figure it out. And Seven was like, your delivery is off. And Persuasion was like, why are you acting weird? And I feel like Natalie is paranoid because she begins snuck. And I feel like sometimes she really don't know what be going on. Like Tanisha coming on set. I feel like she didn't know that. But what be killing me about Nat is that she be trying to act like she don't know what's going on. And she be popping it online to the girls, which is why they be wanting to fight. You know what be going on. So all this, I don't know why you coming for me. Be confusing me because you know why. Persuasion was like, you can be weird with them, but why be weird with me? We ain't do nothing. Persuasion was drunk, okay? She really was. Because she was going a little bit too hard. I'm like, why are you so passionate? But her and Bree are friends, and she understand why Bree was there, because Bree wanted to fight. Then Bree got up, and Natalie was like, what you getting up for? What you getting up for? But they fighting over Baddie shot a clock, and I really feel like Bree started that, but Natalie trademarked it. But nothing was resolved, and Judy with this wand had me in tears. She was giving me Cosmo and Wanda, Fairly Odd Parents. Judy was like, we're the stars. We're the stars. And Jayla was like, why are we doing this? We are grown women. Let's not do this. You know, Jayla loved a speech. But then Tanisha ended up walking in and popping up and Natalie was not having it. So she got out of there. And shout out to Camilla for going to check on Natalie. I'm like, oh, look at their friendship. But I guess Lo and Bree got beef because I guess Lo tried to check Bree about coming at Natalie because Natalie is her girl. So Bree was like, I want to fight. And you know, once Bree started getting that little bun together, it was a wrap. 7 clocked it. But Lo kept calling Bree trailer park and saying that she wanted clout, and Bree went over there and fought her. And Bree got her a little bit. And then while Bree was getting low, I guess Kat pulled Bree hair down. And Judy came over there and was like, why would you do that, Kat? I was in tears. But I'm shocked that Bree and Kat didn't run that. That would have been a good one. And then I'm mad that Sarah didn't come in and say, oh, Miss Nunn. Like, Sarah didn't do nothing. This scene between Anna and Biggie was so fake. Like, y'all know y'all have talked before this scene. Stop playing with me. Like, at least make it believable. Y'all ain't talked all this time, and all of a sudden it take 3 seconds for y'all to be on each other's lap. Hang it up, flat screen. Play. It was the way that Anna walked in and didn't talk to Biggie, and Biggie was just looking down. Like, if y'all don't stop all this acting, please. But I'm happy that they made up. Now, what I will say is that Biggie was definitely hiding behind Tinka, playing hide and go seek. Stop playing. But I'm happy that they made up. And why does man walk in with this envelope like he was about to serve somebody some papers? I said, uh-oh, who in trouble? But it was an invite to the dinner, and Fauna had me in tears the way that she had a whole fighter backpack starter kit. She had a whole swim cap in there, a new wig, a bucket hat. Everything was different. But Tinka walked in, and her and Kokilla got that immediately over this song. And is it just me, or did Kokilla get better in fighting and Tinka got worse? I don't know what Tinka was doing. I said, what are you doing? And I'm not saying Tinka was ever a heavy hitter, but she used to do better than what she was doing here. I don't know what this was. I don't know what round it was. I think it was the second round, but Cold Killer was giving Tinka the business. I said, what is going on? You're way bigger than her. Like, Tinka really should have been throwing Cold Killer, if we being honest, but I'm proud of Cold Killer for sticking in there. It was her circling around her saying, you are so ugly. I'm like, that's crazy to say to somebody before a fight. And Krishan's face was so confused, her and DJ Sky, but Krishan kept asking them, why are you doing this? And why? And why? Why? Michael Jackson. She was so confused on everything that was going on because Summer had walked in and Mariah Lynn snuck her immediately. And I mean, I'm not mad at Mariah because Summer snuck her at them auditions and Mariah never got her lick back. But I really want Mariah to stop acting like Summer didn't take her job for 2 seasons. Like, you literally got her on the show and then they got rid of you. Like, that's not a flex. She keeps saying Summer needed her for a storyline, but if she did, you would have been on the season to be her storyline, and that was not the case. So she should stop saying that. Boo, tomato, tomato. Apparently, Gretchen wanted to fight Anna because she was talking bad about her online, but Anna don't remember that. But everybody be saying Anna be talking about them and she never remembers. So I don't know. And I knew that N-word was coming soon. That's Gretchen's favorite word, the N-word. But Anna was not trying to fight her at first because she was confused, but then they end up getting it. But Gretchen don't be doing nothing but scratching. I always just see claws with her, but Anna was getting hurt. It was Anna hopping on her back for me. I said, ooh, I know that hurt. Ooh. And Anna was saying that Gretchen had bit her finger, and Gretchen was like, no, I didn't. But I mean, we have seen you bite people, so I don't know who to believe. And Tasiki almost knocked out Gretchen too, messing up her houndstooth in her hair. She was so mad. She was like, why are you touching me? But I was also like, Tasiki, calm down. You know that was not on purpose. Relax, relax. But yeah, after that, it got hectic. Biggie had came in, immediately went for Smiley, and then Smiley about to be another episode of General Hospital. I don't know what's going on, but Baddie Hospital. We already at Krishan and Tasiki next week, which means that Tasiki and Marsh maybe next week or the week after that. That's coming soon. And then we got Dolly and Tinka already going at it. And I'm going to just be honest. If Tinka can't get with Cold Killer, she for sure can't get with Dolly. But we going to see. And then Scotty announced that she is pregnant with Lemmy's baby. And it's coming April 2026. And I love how they have majority of the mothers that's on the cast being this scene and Scotty friends. Like, it was real cute. And this explains why Scotty was not fighting at the Baddies Africa reunion because she was already pregnant. And it was like, you cannot touch her. But I'm super happy for Scotty. I feel like she's going to be a great mother. Tinka is a mother now, but this baby doll in the confessional, I do not like that. Covering the ears, I'm like, Tinka, please. I like this episode. I feel like this season going to be really good. It's real storylines, real beef. So I can't wait. I'll see y'all next week. Love y'all. Bye.